Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin, let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Ahmad Luthfi Al-Hakim, the student of Islamic Education Department of UIN Malang. As you can see on the screen, our topic today is urgency of Islamic education for teens. I will begin by presenting what is meant by urgency of Islamic education for teens. Then I will continue by examples of Islamic saints who are successful in their field. Finally, I will example how good education for teens. I will be handing out copies of the PowerPoint slide at the end of my talk. There will be time for questions after my presentation. Education is important factor for the progress of a nation. In the part of my presentation, I would to tell you about urgency of Islamic education for teens. How important it is urgency of Islamic education, especially for teens, because teenager it is said to be successful if the next generation of quality so as to produce an advanced state order in all aspects. Let's move on to the next point. This slide explains the meaning of the urgency of Islamic education and also explain about Islamic saints who are successful in their field. Of course, there are many Islamic saints who are successful in their field. We also know that many educational systems are good for adolescents. Apart from providing material, they always provide motivation so that teenagers can face life. This modern Islamic education is an absolute necessity to be implemented consistently with full responsibility. The urgency of Islamic education is very important, especially for the successor or youth. It is hoped that young people can continue the struggle for the advent of the nation, which must continue to be fought for. So, you've heard what I have to say. What conclusion can you take away from this? Thank you all for listening. Before I stop, let me go through my main point again about urgency of Islamic education. Islamic education is an absolute necessity to be implemented consistently with full responsibility. Are there any questions? I have allocated time for questions in the end of this session. so we will address your idea later. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.